such a privilege. You're able to listen to Phyllis Young, one of the co-founders of Women of All Red Nations, one of the foundational personalities, spirits involved with the American Indian movement, one of the principles to break away from the oppressive relationship that the United States has with the Lakota Nation to create the Republic of Lakota, a contemporary of Russell Means and all the other greats, Fool's Crow, Pete Ketches, rest in power everlasting to Leonard Crow Dog. And I just want to give Phyllis a chance to offer some words on what the legacy of our liberation movement, including the American Indian movement, is today and how that's impacted the way we live our lives today.
We had a conspiracy to be free. Those are my brother Russell Means's words. We have always been on that path. So we have gone through legislation, through litigation. We marched in 72 for the Trail of Broken Treaties. That was the onset of seeking legislation for the American Indian Religious Freedom Act, which was passed in 1978. And that we regained our spiritual base at that time. And we've been on the move ever since to make a life better for our children. With Oceti Sakowin fighting DAPL, we opened it up worldwide. We exercised our universal standard for the respect of humanity, for all colors of mankind. Very proud of that.
The front line can take many, many forms. And I know that we're walking in a way of strength because of the righteous cause that we've served. You know, you've served this cause much longer than I have, and we picked up the torch from those that came before us. And Phyllis, I wanted to give you an opportunity to speak on, you know, what happened at Oceti, what your role was there, and where it's at today.
I was the watchdog for the pipeline. So while I served on tribal council, I stayed at hearings in the state at the congressional level, always advocating for our territory that we would never allow a pipeline to come through. The tribal council asked me to offered me a contract to continue the work against DAPL. So I stayed on, and I had a contract for 2 years with Standing Rock Tribal Council to address DAPL. On April 1st of 2016, we went into Sacred Stone Camp, formed the camp, founded it. That was LaDonna's work. She initiated the whole process. And so we went. And we didn't know what our roles would be, but established the camp and support start coming in by August 10th. We had to expand. We moved over outside the boundaries of Standing Rock Untaken area and created Oceti Sakowin Camp. By December, there were 13,000 people, including 3,000 veterans who came, veterans of peace, who came to Standing Rock to support us. And on December 4th, Obama denied the permit for NoDAPL. We knew that it was a fleeting moment of success. Today, we move forward with litigation. The EIS record is still open till March 22nd. We're going back and forth with lawyers. We have negotiations. We have petitions. We filed 10 lawsuits in 2018 that we're moving forward with, and one of them includes DAPL.
I wanted to give you a chance, if you could, to tell us about how you're connected to Carlisle and how you're connected to the Rapid City boarding school.
My grandfather, who was a code talker, my mother's father, Joseph Pretenzigo, had a younger brother named Barney Pretenzigo, who is missing since 1907 from Carlisle. We are in touch with a general who is giving out the names now of of those buried at Carlisle. There are 750 Oceti Sakowin graves at Carlisle. And we are still searching for my grandfather, who was farmed out to a Mennonite family. So I'm reaching out to anyone who is from the Mennonites and who knows anyone in Pennsylvania or New York. So I am on a life search for my grandfather from missing from the Carlisle boarding school. I'm very grateful to Heather Thompson in Rapid City because she found the grave of one of my grandmothers who disappeared from the annuity rolls back in 1918. So her grave was found. Her name was Jen P. Eagle, and they made the connection to my daughter because she had a Wamblikuza, which means pretends eagle in our language. A few years ago, we went there and we filmed it. We put up the chairs and the little shawls and dresses for the children whose they found 45 graves at that cemetery, Mountain View, I think it is, cemetery in Rapid City. So I was very honored that I could have my grandson come and sing her song and send her to the Star Nation. And that was Closure from 1918.
We want to certainly thank you, Phyllis, for your legacy, for your years of dedicated service, and we look forward to years more. Lila Wopila Tanka, thank you all for listening in.